What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay. And yes, we're going to be actually rocking the LC-10. I know I said that this gun isn't really too viable anymore, and it's kind of just average, but the more that I play with this weapon, and actually, I did change my attachments on this gun as well, thanks to a lot of people that come out to my streams. If you guys haven't checked out my streams yet, highly suggest you guys do so. Great people over there, great times, great vibes. The link is down in the description. We stream pretty much every day over on Twitch, but a lot of you guys suggested a bunch of different attachments and stuff like that, and I messed around with the gun. And my god, this thing is absurd. We actually died to off a nuke this game. I was devastated when this happened because I thought I was guaranteed a nuke, but I just, typical me, I choke a nuke every single time I get close to one. I don't know. I cannot finish them through, but guys, I think you all will really enjoy today's gameplay. But today my emotions are pretty mixed, I'm not gonna lie, because first off, they added in a brand new feature. Well, not really a brand new feature because that's what this whole video is going to be about, but it's a feature that I've been craving for a really long time when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, and I'm extremely happy that they added it into this game because, like I said, I desperately need this feature because I'm so tired of not being able to save my classes. Now, if you guys don't know, in the Gunsmith, when it came to Modern Warfare, when you customize a class, you can save the exact attachments you have on that gun, so if you do want to change that class to something else or change your weapons around, you can still always go ahead and reuse that gun whenever you want with the same attachments, instead of having to remember every single thing that you had on that gun every time that you go to re-equip it. You know, you don't want to do that, especially in the Gunsmith when you can put like 5+ attachments on your weapons all the time. You don't want to have to re-remember each attachment you use on each individual gun in the game. And at first, Treyarch didn't add this in the game. I never understood that because it's the same Gunsmith, it's the same stuff, it's just they added an extra feature where you can see, you know, really down to the details of what each attachment does for your gun when it comes to your stats and stuff like that, but everything else is the same, it's the same Gunsmith. So I never understood why, from the beginning of the game, this feature wasn't added in, especially when you have a wild card that allows you to have, like, what, 3+ attachments? You can have, like, instead of 5, you can have, like, 8 attachments on a gun? Why would I want to remember 8 attachments for a weapon? It just doesn't seem logical to me. This is what's going to force people to use the same exact class every single time a game starts because they don't want to go ahead and switch it up because they're not going to remember their previous classes, and this is what starts metas and, you know, overpowered class setups and stuff like that. I don't know why this ever had to happen. None of this stuff had to happen if they just simply kept the same feature that was already in Modern Warfare and put it in Cold War. It was done. It was finished. It was already a feature. It took them 5 months to put this in the game. Think about that. Think about that. Please think about that. Something as crucial as being able to save all your attachments in a game that's bragging and boasting to have plenty of attachments, plenty of guns when the game comes out later on and stuff like that. A year down the road, there's going to be tons of new content and stuff like that. But they're bragging and boasting about all this stuff in a Gunsmith where you can have a wide variety of attachments and you can customize your gun any type of way. They're bragging and boasting about this stuff. But then at the end of the day, you can't even save it to make sure you don't have to go through the whole long process of decking out a gun again. 5 months for a feature that was already in Call of Duty to be re-implemented. It's unacceptable. Not even just that, like the walking animation in this game. They completely changed the loading screen for people who are just brand new to Cold War. If you're just getting it within like the recent month or so, you know, that little walking theme that you have while you're waiting to, you know, squad up with other friends and stuff like that. That came from Modern Warfare, and it wasn't like that until just recent. It was just a plain screen of your whole squad just sitting down in what, I don't know, an airplane or some crap. I don't know what the whole deal was. I don't care about the loading screens that much about that stuff. But at the end of the day, they had to take, like, what, 4 months to implement something as simple as that into your game. And it wasn't anything that needed to be changed either. They could have focused on so many different aspects to make sure that Black Ops Cold War was perfected. They could have fixed bugs. They could have fixed the unnecessary bans, the random bans on random accounts of people who are getting completely kicked out of their game for no reason. They don't cheat. They don't do anything bad, but they're getting banned for no reason. They could have worked on that. There's so many things they could have done in this game, but instead, they added in a walking loading screen that was already in Modern Warfare that could have been there from day one. Talking about a waste of time. Seriously, there's a million and one things that these developers could be focused on, but instead of focusing on the important factors of a Call of Duty game, like I just said, polishing off the game, making sure the bugs and the glitches are gone, making sure content is added to the game on a regular basis to make sure everything goes smooth and people are interested in their titles. There's a million and one things that could be done, but instead they're worried about putting things that were already in the Call of Duty game into it now. This should have been happened day one. They shouldn't be wasting their time, and it just shows what their main priority is, and that's nothing. They don't care about the 6v6 experience. They don't care. Instead of making sure the 6v6 is better, they said, oh, let's just add in the walking animation for Modern Warfare. Oh, let's finally add in, the ability to save your custom classes. That was already in Modern Warfare. Let's work on these things, but forget about the actual performance of the game. Honestly, to me, this just confirms all the leaks and rumors that happened before this game released, where I was talking about how Sledgehammer Games got booted off of this title. Treyarch has come in, low on time, don't have much that they can do, and they had to rush out this game. Honestly, I believe even more now. The game seems rushed. Things like I just said that should have been in there day one are coming in now? They're coming in now, and the game already released in a completely broken state. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the textures aren't even loading on my game. Look at this. Look at this. It doesn't matter. Everybody says it's the PC. And yes, my PC is booty cheeks. Yeah. I understand. It's not that big of a problem to me. But if my game can run Warzone, with the textures running fine, then this game should work with the textures running fine. It's unexcusable. Like, it's not even just the developer's lack of competence to remember to add things that were already in the past Call of Duty games, because that happens yearly. That's just not Cold War Modern Warfare. Every Call of Duty game that comes out has something really special, unique, and good about it that they refuse to add in to future titles. They always forget about them. Everything that's good, they just completely strip away and don't even bother about. But that's besides the point. It's not even just that, but it's just the competence of development teams and Activision in general. Not only are my textures not loading in, but every year Call of Duty continues to be released completely broken. I mean, the servers that we're on are absolute garbage. The actual connection, the gunfights, who's going to have good hit registration, who's going to be rubber banding around corners, everything is awful. Even the simple friends list, something that you would think would be so simple, just adding a friend and inviting them to a lobby is nearly impossible in Call of Duty. 5 months in. Scratch that, even in Modern Warfare, we're almost 2 years in for Modern Warfare. And the friends list system still does not work. Nobody shows up. It's hard to find friends. It's completely glitched. Every time you try to scroll down your friends list, it keeps skipping you to the top. It takes 2 years to find who you're looking for to invite. And more than half the time, everybody in the lobby has to constantly restart the game, so everybody can get into the same lobby because the connection just simply doesn't work when it comes to friends. It's a horrifying experience, and it happens in no other game. I can lobby up in Rainbow Six Siege just fine. I can lobby up in Battlefield just fine. I can lobby up in Valorant just fine. But of course in Call of Duty, it takes you 2 years to group up with friends. It's so outdated, and it makes no logical sense because it's been a problem for ages. This isn't new. This has been happening for as long as I can remember. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, World War 2. It doesn't matter what Call of Duty game it is. The friends lists are always broken. I just don't understand. The competence of not only the development team, but Activision themselves is absolutely awful. They don't know what they're doing, they don't know what to prioritize, and at this point they're just rushing out projects simply for the cash, not for the actual gameplay and how the game is going to perform, and to make sure it's a good quality actual title. Like, seriously, what's so hard about taking all the good features about every Call of Duty game out there and combining them into one game? Why is it that every time something good happens in Call of Duty, they completely push it aside and try to top it? They always try to top this. Oh, the map designs were so goated in Modern Warfare 2. Well, let me try to top them and make them better in Modern Warfare 2019. Oh, the create class system is so good. Let me try to top that with the gunsmith. Oh, this. Oh, that. It's always trying to be topped. And usually, 9 times out of 10, even though I enjoy the gunsmith personally, but for a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, these upgrades are typically never better. But even when they do upgrade, there's still like new innovations that happen in each and every Call of Duty game. But once again, every Call of Duty game that comes out, they erase the cool features, make new ones. Erase the cool features again, make new ones. What would happen if they just focused on all the good features of each Call of Duty game, implemented them all into one masterpiece, and released it to the community? It would be a banger, but that's too easy for them, right? That's too easy for Activision to do. They have to do something so complex to make sure that the community has to go through the worst pains possible just to try to enjoy a title. All I have to say is this. I know for the next game, which is supposed to be a World War II shooter, it's going to have the same system. As long as Warzone is in Call of Duty, the gunsmith is going to be there. Because as you know, in Warzone, you want a lot of attachments, you need a lot of variety. It makes a little special place for Warzone. So if World War II or whatever is going to be coming out in the next Call of Duty game is going to be implemented into Warzone, if they're going to have the weapons and all the stuff integrated like they did with Black Ops Cold War, they're going to have the gunsmith. It's going to have to happen. And I swear to God, I swear to freaking God, if it takes you 5 months after the launch to add in the simple feature of saving your custom class, I am going to flip out. Unacceptable. If something is good, you keep it in the next Call of Duty game, so on and so forth. If it's not in World War II, I'm going to flip it. I'm seriously going to flip crap. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, and all if you hated it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, both of those are down in the description. And also got you live streams of video games I do over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.